Deep Blue goes old school with Kozlowski.
I remember Glen Kozlowski when he came to BYU. He was a really kind of a hotshot freshman.
Well, I knew I was the best player. So therefore, when I walked in, I proceeded to announce to all the seniors that I'm here now, I'm the best player in the room, and all your girlfriends will be mine, and I'm going to take your puppies.
Robbie has good protection, throws over the middle. Was it caught by Kozlowski? Kozlowski caught it for the touchdown.
He was by far the toughest guy I've ever met in my life. I mean, when he was a freshman, we would be at practice, and he made a point to fight anybody he could fight. And if a DB went up to him and that DB brushed him, he was throwing blows. And they would start fighting and punching and everything.
The first practice I walked out, and there was one of the Brady twins. He lined up on me and he grabbed my chin strap and my face mask, and I just started punching him. Stopped my route and just started beating the guy up. So we went at it on the field. Everybody came jumping in, and from that day forward, I set the standard in spring practice that offense didn't like defense and defense didn't like offense.
Even when I got into the league, people would come up and say, "Oh man, I hated playing against you guys because I hate that Glen Kozlowski." But he was a teammate of mine, and dude, I love that guy. And that's what he was like. If he was your teammate, you guys are best friends. But you hated playing against that guy because he was a tough dude, and he just got things done.
You know, when I came there, I had the long hair, as I announced in my first meeting that I was the best there. Really dumb. You know, I look at it now and I'm like, what's wrong with you? I had to grow up. I was immature, thought that everything centered around me.
He got kicked out of BYU for a year, and we were still dating, and he was trying to pick the easy way because he wanted to go, you know, all these colleges were after him.
But this little crazy blonde lady that captured my heart said, "You make it right and be a man." And that was the first time somebody actually said that to me. And I said, I don't know what that means, but I guess I'll make it right, because she wasn't going to go with me.
That probably is what defines Glen and the start of our relationship, is the commitment to not only BYU and football, but to me. I mean, he respected and loved me enough that he knew that he had to make things right here and finish out his career at BYU.
So we win the national championship in 1984. 1985 comes around, and we feel like we can do it again. We have the schedule, we have the players that we feel like we're going to be even better than we were that year. And then a lot of things happen. So our fourth game of the year, Koz got injured on a reverse.
He was devastated because, you know, he was one of the top receivers at that time coming out of college. It was his senior year, and you find that going through your mind, you know, why did this happen to me? But with that happening, he got a letter from a boy from Centerville, Utah, Mark Erickson.
His family sent me this card and a picture of Mark, and Mark has a rare muscular disorder. And, you know, they said, "Hey, Mark, you know, cried when you got hurt. Want you to get better." When you think about it, right, it's like, I'm just playing football, for crying out loud. I could do everything the rest of my life, and here's a kid that gets great joy in just watching what I do. 'Cause I'd given up. I was like, oh man, I'm never gonna play again. This is my whole life. What do I have left now? And then getting that little letter from that kid changed my life. You know, life's a long time. Football is a short period. Education's the most important thing. But until that point, I really didn't understand that. So.
Touchdown! That's Kozlowski. So Kozlowski, who caught 3 of them last week, opens the scoring today.
He just beat the quarterback deep, and that's what he's been doing all.
In my eyes, I think coaching defines who Glen really is at the very core, because he is so wonderful with those young men and just, you know, making a difference in their lives.
He would go to schools that weren't very good, and he would help them. He would bring some toughness to that team, and they would go on and win games and win championships. And I think just the love that he has of the game and the toughness that he brings, he instills that.
Well, the ups were when you win, obviously, and then, but you know, not even winning. What it was is, if I had a kid that couldn't play, and he improved and was the best that he could be, that was success for me. But, you know, in North Chicago, it was a minority school. My last year there, all 18 of my seniors went to college, 15 academic scholarships. And that would have never happened there, you know, the 4 years before. I mean, we did a garden every year. We would give back to the community. So these kids, you know, these young men really, and young women, because I coached a lot of young women too, because I didn't really care. If you wanted to play football, I'll coach you.
BYU football has a tradition where we invite alumni back to carry out the alumni flag. It means a lot to connect the past with the present and look forward to the future. And it means a lot to our individual teammates to know that they're part of something bigger, our current team. But in many cases, it means way more to the alum coming back.
In BYU, Tom Homo, the athletic director, Robbie Bosco, had set up the 1984 captains, because it was myself, Kyle, and Jim Herman, the three that are still alive right now as captains. And then Robbie, and then, of course, Jay. You know, when I was hugging those guys, I started to tear up again, because it was, you know, same thing as when we were in 1984. What made us great wasn't because we were the best team. We just loved each other. And so we would show up every week, and everybody loved to play football, and we all wanted to win. It never occurred to us that we were going to ever lose to anybody. So, you know, I love BYU. I'm grateful to be back. Love that Sataki is our head football coach now. You know, when he was a kid, I used to give him my gloves after games. He was just a little guy back then, and I didn't really think about it. But, you know, it's funny how everything comes full circle. But, you know, it's so much different now, and I hope fans will respect the fact that he's trying to restore tradition and push everything forward in the right direction. Because it's more than just football. It's about becoming better men.
The great Glen Kozlowski, outstanding. Blaine, if he was not in that huddle, does the 1984 team win the national championship?
Oh, no, he was the leader of our offense because the way he